What up, everybody? G Money Funk Daddy here. Gonna show you how to set up Restaurant Tycoon. Thought I'd do a little how-to video, because there's some things in this game that I've learned from playing and was a little difficult for me at first. Understanding some of the things, and I made some mistakes, so I wanted to kind of do a little how-to video to show you how to set everything up correctly and, you know, get everything working properly. If this is going to cooperate. Come on and load. Come on and load. Yeah, there's some things that, you know, it doesn't really tell you how to do, and there were some mistakes that I made in the beginning. Not even just in the beginning, but even after I got some stuff set up that I just had some issues with. So I'm going to try and, you know, help you out so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. If this will load, retrieving save data. Well, I'm not going to play any save data. I'm going to start a new restaurant. So, can you come on, please, so we can get this going? You're wasting my time. We have somebody in this game that apparently has 999,999 $. They are probably making this game lag. That would be my guess. I can safely say I've not seen anybody that has that much cash. Obviously, that's the most you can have. So that's pretty crazy. All right, let's see if we can restart this, because that's pretty nuts. I'm gonna try and add them as a friend and see what happens. All right, let's leave game. I'm gonna try and restart this. Maybe I can get in a different one. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I've never seen anybody even, I mean, not even remotely close to that. And I can assure you I am nowhere near that status myself. However, I feel like I have definitely built up. Alright, so see, we are already at the main screen. Alright, so when you get here, the first thing you want to do is select plot. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you put your place. But you do have to click on the actual word select plot. You can't click on the plot itself. You got to click select plot. And I know that seems basic, but something that took me, you know, maybe a minute or so to figure out. So, go to start new game. Let's choose American. And my personal favorites for designs are either this one or this one. Those are just my two. So I'm going to choose, let's just choose the glass one, because I'm not using this one currently. Alright, so it's going to come up and it's going to tell you some things to do. Your restaurant's empty. Village never had a closed restaurant. We must start work here immediately. I mean, we got to start it immediately, so don't waste any time. Alright, click on the build button. So, going to click build, and click build again. So you're going to have two tables. First off, the R button, sorry, put it down already. But the R button rotates these around, and obviously it doesn't really matter because they're completely square. But some of the other things that you have to place, you will need to rotate. So R button rotates. All right, so click, and that puts them down. You got chairs. We're going to hit R because they've got to be facing the table. You don't want to have them too close. You don't want to have them too far away. They have to be right up to the table. And rotated correctly. Click, and that puts them down. Table for 1 was created. So we're going to go ahead and do that for all the tables. And you can see it's rotated the correct way to make sure people are sitting correctly. Table for 2. If you don't have them rotated correctly, it will not let you, you can place them, but nobody can sit there. And that wastes space, so you got to make sure that they are rotated correctly. All right, so we're placing that one, and then we're going to place this one the correct way as well. Now we got table for 4. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Got one there. One there. Again, you got to make sure you've got them up to the table, not too close, not too far away. We don't want them back here. It's got to be right up to the table. And there we go. Table for 4. So I have 2 tables for 4 created. Now, the counter. So you can rotate the counter. That's the way you want it facing. If you've got it facing this way, your cook won't be able to get to it to cook anything. So make sure it's this way, and let's go ahead and place that. Nice going. Thank you very much. I think it's time to open your restaurant. Click restaurant on your hotbar. All right. In the settings, set your restaurant to open. We will do that. Now, before you can do any of that, you do have to click finish here, and then click restaurant. All right, first thing, let me mention, you want autosave on. Because if you don't have autosave on, it's not going to save the game. And you might forget, you can go here and save right here. But autosave is good, obviously, because it saves the game basically about every, close to every 2 minutes, I think. So you definitely want autosave on. Make sure every time you play, you click on restaurant and click on autosave. All right, so he wants us to open the restaurant. That's another thing you have to do every time you log into the game. You have to open your restaurant. So we're going to go to open. Click your customers to serve them. All right, so from here, you've got to go down here and click restaurant again to get that screen to disappear. Again, things that I did not know when I first started playing this game. All right, so you've got customers. Again, we're going to click on restaurant to close that out. We're going to click on the customers, and then it says at the bottom here, click on a table. All right, so we're going to click on a table. We're going to seat them here. They will automatically come and sit down at a table. Now, they're going to order food, and you're going to have to cook. We don't have any cash, so we can't hire anybody yet. I don't think we can anyway. So let's just go ahead. Now, you can't click on the little circle. You have to click on the customer, and it will tell you to come here to cook your food. So just got your first order. Walk up behind the cooking counter. You should start cooking automatically. All right, so we're going to go up, and we're going to go here. All right, so it's going to make you cook. You got to click the arrows. Left, spacebar, right, up. All right, there's the chicken wings. So we're going to click on the chicken wings. We're going to turn around. We don't have to walk up to the customer. We can just click on the customer themselves. We can't click here. We got to click customer. And it gives them their food. Now, we have more customers here. So we click on them, and then click on the table, and they will automatically come and sit down. Now, these people here might order more food, so we have to wait and see if they are going to order anything else. And here we go. So we got our second order. Again, we can't click in the little circle here. We have to click on the customer. And these are all things I learned the hard way. So click on the customer and then click on, then go up to the counter. And there we go. So left arrow, right, left, and we've got our dish. Click on the dish. We have it in our hand. All we've got to do is turn around and click on the customer. You don't have to walk up to him. Click on the customer, not on the little circle. We have to click on the customer. And there we go. All right, collect dishes. So I can't see the dish. There it is. Click on the dish to collect them. And that's gone. And they're probably going to order some more food. This guy might order some more because these guys are always hungry. All right, so we got a bunch of orders here. Now, again, don't click on the circle. Click on the customer. So cheeseburger, hot dog, barbecue ribs, and cheeseburger. Now, it doesn't really matter what they're ordering. When you go up to the counter, you'll just make the first thing that you clicked on. All right, let's collect these dishes. All right, we got to turn around, go back up to the counter. All right, so here we go. Down, down, right, down. And if you don't know, just to make sure you understand, I'm clicking where it says right here. Up, up, space bar, left, up, 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 left, left, down, up, space bar. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to just use the arrows to turn. And large cheeseburger goes here. Hot dog. Again, make sure you're clicking on the customer. If you click up here, it ain't going to work. It does not work if you click on the circle. You got to click on the customer. Ribs and cheeseburger. And there we go. They are all fed. So now we're going to get this table. We got a cheeseburger here. Again, click on the customers. You got to walk back up to the counter. Up, spacebar, left, up, left, down, spacebar, up, right, spacebar, left, up, right, down, up. All right, there we go. We're again going to turn around. You don't have to go up to the table. Cheeseburger. Click on the customer, not the circle. Cheeseburger. I'm getting hungry. Cheeseburger. And ribs. And there we go. All right, we're going to collect these dishes. Now, these are all things that you won't have to do later. Once you hire workers, you won't have to keep doing. And look, these people are hungry. They will keep eating forever. So not forever, but you know, a lot more so than you would really think. All right, so let's turn back around, go back up to the counter. Down, down, left, left. Waffles. You know, after your cheeseburger, you're just craving some waffles. That's how it goes. All right, click on the customer, not the circle. There we go. Let's collect these dishes here. You just click on them to collect them. And now we got more. Waffles and donut. Turn back around. Walk up to the counter. Left, up, down, 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 right, down, down. Turn back around. We got the donut for this person. We've got the waffles for this person. All right, we're going to collect these dishes. Maybe they'll leave and give us some money. And there we go. We got 47 bucks. You always have to collect the money. That's one thing that the waiters do not do. So once you hire people, you always have to collect. And we will wait on these people to finish. Collect dishes. Hopefully they will pay us. Here comes more customers in, as you can see. All right, 53 plus tip. Now, your tip will always be diamonds. So you don't need to purchase any diamonds. You will get plenty of diamonds. You know, not every customer is going to leave you a tip of diamonds, but you'll get enough to where, you know, you won't need to purchase any. There's some things in the store, in the IKEA store. IKEA is where you go to purchase more things for your restaurant, whether it be tables, chairs, entertainment things, like TVs, and just a lot of different things. Well, I'm going to head over there soon, but there's a few things in there that you need diamonds for, and you don't need to purchase them. You'll get plenty of them in diamonds. So I got 3 that time from that customer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hire some people to work so I can show you some other things. All right, so we're going to go to workers. Now, a couple things you need to know about hiring workers. So I'm going to go ahead and hire a chef. Chef's going to cook my food, and I'm going to go ahead and select American food, and you can select male or female, either one. Hire chef. Means you will not be able to cook yourself. That's fine, because you're not going to be cooking longer than just at the very start to earn some cash. Eventually you're going to have multiple chefs. So, okay. Now, the first thing you got to remember is to make them start working. If you just hire a chef and you click out of it, there's nobody there doing anything. So, you got to make sure with chefs and waiters, waitresses, baristas, drive-thru workers, no matter what it is, you've got to make them start working. So you're going to click start working, and you're going to click on the space, the counter where you want them to work. So we're going to have this chef work here, and eventually you're going to have multiple counters. So there we go. You see our chef is there. I'm going to click on workers again to get this screen to go away. And there he is. Now, we are going to hire a waitress or waiter. Let's make this a waitress. We've got a male chef. Let's hire a female waitress. Hire worker. And again, same thing. You have to make them start working. There she is. She will seat them. We're going to click on workers to get the screen to go away. Again, something I had to keep figuring out. So, they're gone. She will take their order. The cook will cook the food. She will bring the food to them. The only thing you have to do at this point is collect money. Alright, so let's head over to IKEA. I want to show you a few things over there that confused me when I first started out. This guy only tells you about the Jeep, which you need 143 real Robux or whatever they're called to purchase that. So we're not going to worry about that right now. This stuff out here is, they added a new theme recently, Africa. These are pictures you can hang up in your restaurant. These are just African themed chair and tables. So that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're going to head in here, and the first thing I want to show you is all this furniture is pretty much can be changed colors if you want it to be. That's something I did not know when I first started out. So if you click the white chair, I should have realized that you could change the color. As you can see down here, it says maroon, yellow, green, aqua, whatever. I just assumed that it was the color that it showed, but that's not the case. And you can do that with a lot of the things in here. The wooden stuff you cannot. So let me show you another thing that I did that was wrong. I was trying to purchase this table right here. So when I went to purchase this table, it's a fancy rounded table. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. First off, again, didn't know you could change colors of the table. That would have been helpful, but it wouldn't have mattered, because when I went to purchase this table, and I clicked purchase, I'm not exactly sure where I was standing, but wherever it was I was standing, and I tried to click purchase, it actually made me purchase this table right here, large wood table. So you've got to make sure when you click down here on purchase, okay, so right now if I went to click purchase, it's going to make me purchase this large glass table. I'm not going to do it, but as you can see, the arrow here, when I'm on this purchase, is actually on this table. Even though I know it technically shows that I'm on fancy rounded table, I'm going to show you. So it changed, and again, I spent some money, but that's okay. It changed, if you saw, to large glass table, and it made me purchase that table. So that's one thing you've got to be very careful about, and it really messed me up, and I didn't even realize that until I got back to my restaurant and tried to place my fancy rounded table. I did not have it. I actually had this table, large wood table, because when I tried to, again, when I tried to purchase this, my little arrow here was on this table, large wood table. So if you want to purchase stuff, you've got to make sure that you're standing to where there's nothing else you could possibly purchase. Okay, there's nothing here except the floor. I can't purchase that. So the fancy rounded table is the only thing I can buy. But that was a big mistake I made. And I couldn't figure out why it didn't let me purchase that table. It took me some time. Alright, so I was trying to think if there was anything else in the store that you needed to know about. I don't think so. I think that's it for the store. Alright, so you can purchase any of this stuff. By the way, the hat you can't wear. This is all decoration stuff. If you want your waiters and waitresses to wear different things, they actually can. I'm not to that point yet. I'm really just trying to build up money. But if you come over here, you have worker outfits that they can wear. Let's see, I'm going to go to... Alright, you got worker outfits here. They can change worker outfits if you really want them to. So there's different ones you can wear, worker outfits. Like I said, I'm not to that point yet. I'm mainly concerned with making money. Because the more money you make and the quicker you make it, the more you can do, which is what I'm trying to do at this point. So, you can also change some things. Let me just show you real quick right here. You can change the floor, but you do have to have diamonds to do that. 10 diamonds per, I haven't done this yet, but you know, it's going to pretty much be per section, I'm assuming. I did change my restaurant though. And again, that's 10. And maybe not. It may be 10 to change the whole floor. I haven't tried it yet. But it was just 10 to change my restaurant. So I was able to actually change the design. I started out with one just because, okay. There was something I was going to bring up. I started out with this one because I wanted to be different from other people's I'd seen. But then I ended up deciding that it was not very good. And I went with a different one. Alright, I do want to show you something really quick though, and that's good. So see this here at the bottom, I've got the carpet pulled up to change the floor. So if I come over to my restaurant now, the Monster is their name. If I come over to my restaurant now, which I have no customers because I have not collected my money. You always have to collect your own money. Not exactly sure why it's showing me. Normally it shows it from more of an up view. Not sure why it's showing this angle. But anyway, so I can't collect money because this is still pulled up. You have to close this out before you can collect money. Or before you can do anything for that matter. If you want to click on things, you've got to make sure this bottom screen is closed. So if I went to build and I wanted to collect money, I can't. I can't collect money because this is pulled up. So you've got to make sure this is out of the way, and then you can collect your money. Again, just things that I have figured out from playing. Another thing I wanted to point out, if I want to move, let's say I want to move this. Okay, you can move things. You go to build, and you go to remove. I can't remove this cooking counter because the chef is working here. So what I actually have to do is I have to go finish this out. I have to go to workers, and I have to go to my chef and hit stop working. If I make him stop working, oh, he's busy at the moment. I'm sorry. I did not realize he was busy. He's cooking. He has a cheeseburger prepared. And he's cooking more things. But you have to go to workers and you have to go to stop working. Of course, they can't be doing anything at the time. But you go to stop working and make them stop. And once they do, there we go. Once they do, oh, you can't just click it. You got to click on workers again to get that to disappear. Then I can go to build. And I can go to remove, and then I can take this away, and I can move it somewhere else. So let's click finish, go back to build, and there's my glass table I bought accidentally as I was trying to build my other table. All right, but let's go to here and change to the counter, and I'm going to move it over here, click it to put it down. I'll just put the table over here just for the fun of it. And then click finish, go to workers, go back to the chef and hit start working. And remember, you always have to click the counter to make them start. Clicking the counter. Okay. Workers. There he is. All right. Again, you always have to collect your money yourself. And you've got to make sure that there's no other screens up. You know, if I've got the build screen up and this is up, I cannot collect this money. It will not let me. You got to make sure there's nothing pulled up, and then you can collect your money. All right. Let me see what else. What else do I need to let you know? All right, drive-through. I can't build a drive-through right now because I don't have enough money. But if you want to build, if you want to expand, you go down to restaurant and go to upgrade Tycoon. Now you just need dollars for this, and you will definitely get them. One of the things I couldn't figure out is the drive-through. And this actually goes for the drive-through for if you buy in the IKEA store, if you buy a milkshake stand or any of the other stands there, you've got to hire a worker to work there. So the baristas, if you go to workers, baristas handle the drinks, it says. You've got the milkshakes. You've got, there's a Tiki Hut that makes, I can't remember what it is, but they make some kind of drinks. You have to hire somebody to work there, and then, of course, make sure you start them working. You have to make sure that they start working when you hire them. And the drive-through goes the same way. You have drive-through workers, so you got to make sure you hire a drive-through worker. What I had to do when I actually had my first drive-through customer, I hired two. You can hire 2 drive-through workers, and you'll have a car come through. I couldn't figure out why the car just sat there and the worker did not do anything. I actually had to click on the order, like here where it shows the order. There was an order for the guy in the drive-thru. I had to click on the customer and take the first order myself. I don't know why, but I did. So your drive-thru will be like out here. It'll be out here on the side, and you'll see a car sitting there. And again, the little circle will come up with their order. So and maybe it was just a glitch in the game, but I'm just, again, trying to let you know things that I could not figure out. It took me, it took me about 10 minutes of just scrambling to try and figure out why it would not let me, wouldn't do the drive-through order. So anyway, I actually had to click on the customer in the car and take his order. And once I did that, he went on and got the order and paid, and then I just had to collect the money. I think I did collect the money the first time too. Once you do that, the first time, you won't have to collect money anymore. Your employees will do that in the drive-thru. They will not do that here, as you can see. You do have to collect your own money inside the store. And again, remember, you can't collect money if something else is pulled up, which, that's in the way so you can't really see. But again, if it's something like build, where there's just this little thing at the bottom, or if you've been to the IKEA store and you went to, purchase something, but you didn't, and you walked out, and that thing, the purchase screen is still at the bottom, like I showed you before, you cannot collect money with that stuff still up. You have to close it out before. I did not do that. Finish. Okay, hire new workers. I don't know why it's coming up, but I'll just make sure, you got to make sure everything's closed out. There's a few little things in this game that are a little glitchy. So, alright, if you want to come out here, you can come out here and you can see what your rating is. So right now I'm a 2.5. My service speed is 5, design 2.4, menu variety 1.5, entertainment 1. If you want to hire more chefs, you do have to purchase more counters, which you can do at the IKEA store. And you don't have to hire the same you don't have to hire chefs to do just American food or just Japanese food. I can have one American chef, one Japanese chef, one British chef. So you can hire them to do different things. Let's see, trying to remember if there's anything else that I need to let you know. I believe that's pretty much it. The biggest things to remember are, make sure you always click autosave. Autosave's a big one. You can name your restaurant here. I did mention that, but just click and name your restaurant. You've got to always open. You got to make sure that when you hire any new employees, whether it's waiters, waitresses, again, to get these screens off, I'm just like trying to click out here and it won't click. You've always got to click on whatever it was you started with. So if I click restaurant, I have to click restaurant again to close it. And these are the upgrades. If you want to upgrade your plot, you can, expand the plot here, mega plot expanded. You can add your drive-through. You can add an outdoor area out here and expand it as well. Your workers, though, again, if you want to hire a new waiter or waitress, you hire them. Once you hire them, you have to start them working. And that sometimes you might forget because you might have, a bunch of them and you have to actually scroll down to get to the rest of them. So you might actually forget to make them start. You can level them up. If you level up your waiter, waitress, I believe it just speeds them up. But actually, leveling up your chefs will allow them to cook different foods. So if you go to menu, it shows you here, American food, and it shows you over here American Chef level 1. Level 2 is here, shows you things you can sell for chefs level 2, and then level 3 double burger, lobster level 4, cookies level 4. In order to get to level 4 though, you do have to have diamonds. You can actually level them up with cash. As you see, $50 to level up to 2. I'll just go ahead and show you. Workers net level 2. Okay, the chefs though, you can get to level 3 with cash. I won't be able to show you because I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. Level 3. To get to level 4, you have to have 50 diamonds, which I only have 3. But like I said, you will get tips for diamonds, so don't worry about that. You'll have plenty. I believe that's it. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment and feel free to ask, and I will try and answer them. But I believe that's pretty much all that you really need to know. At least it's all that I needed to know. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this how-to. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and again, shoot me a comment if you have any questions or just want to ask anything, and I'll be happy to answer any comments that you post. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time on Restaurant Tycoon. Later.